G'day guys, welcome back. So just got back from picking up the new engine for the ute. So she's all wrapped up like a Christmas present. So Jeff Trapnell at TR Engines does all my work, if you don't know, if I haven't mentioned it before, I'm sure I have. But here we have our new long block for the ute to replace the 5.7 with the bent rods and one destroyed piston. So what we have here, this is actually a combination. So this is actually the short block out of my VC with the LS1 cylinder heads on it. The VC is getting another motor. I have another cast iron 6 litre going together that was going to be in the ute, but now that's going to go in the VC, and we're going to use this one in the ute because I want the ute going because I really want to drive. So what we have here is a Gen 4 LY6 cast iron truck block. It's 5 thou over. That's pretty much it. It's got a dart billet crank, centre counterweight crank with Compstar rods and SRP flat top pistons. So with the Joe Blow crank support and hello dog. And we have basically stock LS1 cylinder heads with the same camshaft that was in the old motor. It's like the LS1, it's like a 238, 244. It's a massive crow cam. It sounds absolutely nasty, as you heard in the last video. Yeah, so all the usual stuff, double springs, what do you call them? The trunnion bearings, I think they're called. They're all being done. I think that's what they're called, the trunnion bearings. Big thick push rods, all the usual shit. So yeah, all ready to go. So yeah, we'll go and get this in the ute. We had to put a new sump on it because we put a hole in the old one. But yeah, she's all looking fresh and ready to go. I don't even know if I'm going to bother painting it, to be honest. The block's still black. The sump is silver. The heads are silver. Yeah, no, we'll probably paint it. All right, sweet. Well, that's an update on our engine. So we'll go and probably paint this and get it in the car. All right, so I've repainted the short block. I'm going to leave the billet timing cover and the heads polished, or aluminium finish, whatever you want to call it. I bolted it up to the power glide. So this is my re-case power glide. This is not. This is going in the car for the time being until the new gearbox is done for this one. The new gearbox is basically a stock case gearbox with billet gear set and manual valve body. This one here's got this one's out on my VC, so it's only temporary. All right, so I'll get this in the car and we'll go from there. Okay, so fast forward a few weeks and the ute's all back together. So we'll go over some of the changes. I've not long picked it up from wiring. So we've got the LY6 out of the VC, the short block with the LS1 heads now and the blower. We've got a 2-speed power glide in it. So we've currently got the reed case power glide out of the VC while I'm waiting for the other one. So I've got a new power glide being built for this one with the standard case. What else? We've got new tail shaft to suit the the 2-speed. What else have we done? Oh, now we've got a Holly Dominator computer in it. So that was also out of the VC. It's got a extra injector driver now to run the top injectors. So the bottom injectors run sequential, top injectors run batch fire. So that's all set up. It does run. It's not running the best because I keep having issues with it, with the butterflies coming loose. Oh, and a new injector hat. So I ditched the bird hat and I've gone with this. It's another big and ugly like I originally ran, but it's the BAU 2, so it's the not as high one, which I actually love. I don't like the massive roof height look. It's just not my thing. Even though most Burnout cars run on roof height, it's just not really my thing. So the problem is these keep coming loose. I don't know if you can see the sealer, but they're basically sealed in with a bolt at the bottom, and every time I fire it up, first fire, it knocks the elastic loose. So going to try something different to keep them in. Basically, you close off the outer butterflies and you just run the center butterfly. Because of the diameter of it, it's the slightest throttle, like that there, is like full revs. So you got to be able to close them off so you can get some throttle response out of it. But so with the change of the injector hat, we also had to change the injector block, because this one runs 5 injectors, but it has the capability to run 9, and one injector runs that way, no, on that direction, because of the hat, just the shape of the hat. So we've got 13 1170cc injectors in this one, and the wiring and whatnot. So everything else really is the same. My throttle linkage I had to make. It was a bit of a battle to get enough spring on this to return, but made it work. Bonnet cleared this hat with just a few little trimming mods. But yeah, she's all in there. It runs, just not great at the moment, so I'll have to get Kev to come plug into it, make it run a bit better. So I haven't got the tanks in it. This weekend I'm going to go and get them, finish fabricating them, and they'll all go in. And then we can do all our breather lines from the rocker covers, which both of them run around the back, and they'll run around here, so it's all hidden. Keep it nice and neat. So, but I never really showed any footage of the finished up wheel wells. So someone mentioned that last time, so we'll have a look at that. So the Simmons, and well, give you an idea of the dish. Plenty of dish. So here's our tray area now, after I sprayed them. So this is the new coating. Much better than the other stuff. Paint looks friggin' awesome. I'm glad I went with the blue over the black. It's turned out really nice. So the red looks pretty bright against the blue, which I'm very happy with. So next up will be get the tanks done on the weekend, and then get it on the dyno as soon as we can. So I've changed the exhaust now. I put mufflers in it underneath it and just dumped a diff, put a photo in here. Kind of upset my neighbours a bit with the blast pipes, but we'll for when it goes to the pad, we'll just put some tips on the end of the extractors and just run it open headed. It seems to be the only way these things stop catching on fire. And with a 292 rear gear from Quick Mass, with a 292 rear gear, and we're only using a 205, I think they are, 65 Burnout wheel. Here we go. 205 65 15, which is like a 24 inch or 25 inch rolling diameter. In top gear at 7500, it's like just over 300 kilometers. So basically right in tyre fire category, or tyre fire territory. So it's about, we'd like to keep it just under that, but we'll see how we go. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Alright, so last up, we're just gonna finish cleaning it and clean the back window up, because I've got a few new stickers and stuff to go back on it. Just get the last minute things done that I can do before has to go out and get tuned. So anyway, when it hits the rollers, we'll film that. Alright, I'll catch us on the next one.